And we should be live. We're going to do just a quick little mic check because we just had to quickly move from the microphone that's on the camera there to these ones. So
because we thought the wind would go away like it did last night.
Well, it didn't last night. Hey, like it picked up again at like 2 in the morning.
And then 2 in the morning, I was like, here we go. Whoa, Kirsty, turn it down.
So, yeah, hands up if it's windy where you are, apparently like up and down the coast, basically. What was Higgins saying today on the page there?
It needs to take a Valium and smoke some weed and calm
that
the
low
F
pressure
down.
system, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it has been gale force. And we have lost the third of a kit greenhouse to these winds. I'm just going to give up on those kit greenhouses now.
We were already giving up on the kit greenhouses, but,
true.
you know, we need to...
start seeds. We needed somewhere out of the weather.
Build the chicken coops so that we can finish the solar shed, so that we can build the she shed, so that we can build the greenhouse.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? Hands up if there's more than one project on your project list.
What other hands up games are we going to play? Because I'm going to win them all. Hello, everybody.
Hands up if you've got a Nana rug on, Kirsty. Cool. Chat says they can hear us. Thanks. We've got Noah behind the camera tonight.
Hey, everyone.
Who said you could talk?
Hey.
So all of our chicks are home
Yes.
for the week.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's been a nice couple of days.
We should probably say why we're live streaming tonight and why there was no video on Friday.
Sometimes I just don't want to make a video.
Well, sometimes, and also practically. So we were at the Tiny Home Expo on the Sunshine Coast, and
Which was amazing.
we'll tell you a bit more about that.
Not the expo as much as like meeting.
Yeah,
so
I mean
many
the
people.
expo was fun.
We didn't get to see anything in the expo.
No, I didn't set foot in one tiny home.
Nope.
But anyway, we'll get back to that. We decided to stay because I've got a lot of family there. Kirsty's got a lot of family there, so we stayed a little bit longer. Then we did a sneaky Costco trip on the way home. So we didn't get home till
Tuesday afternoon, late Tuesday afternoon.
We definitely weren't making a video then. And then Kirsty and her mum went and picked up a whole cow's worth of
on Wednesday
butchered beef on Wednesday. So your Wednesday and Thursday was
packing meat.
Repacking, right? Because they do all the cuts already.
Yeah, so it comes like in boxes and you then have to portion it up and then we vac seal it. So that was all of Wednesday afternoon, all of Thursday. And by Thursday afternoon, I think I was drooling out both sides of my mouth. I think I was like delirious.
It was a lot of beef.
And Regan kept saying, it wasn't because of the beef, it was just like, go, 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 go. And we just hadn't stopped. And so Friday I got a migraine.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I was in bed all day. So that's why we're like, let's just go live.
Yeah.
We like going live.
Yeah, which we haven't done for a while. So yeah.
If the dogs bark, it's because of the fox.
There is a fox.
There is a fox.
Yeah, our neighbour to the north of us has been shooting. Apparently he's got 2 so far in the last couple of weeks. And now there's a fox to the south of us. So yeah, when you've got chickens, you pay attention.
You hear the sound of the fox screaming.
What does the fox say?
In the middle of the night. I'm not making that sound.
But it literally, it's the most horrifying just scream. It's not, you would think they sound like somewhat like a dog.
They sound like a woman being murdered in her sleep.
In her sleep, specifically.
Not in her sleep, like stabbed. When we first moved out here, I remember sitting bolt upright in bed going, what is that sound?
Yeah.
Because like moving to an isolated place, you think would make you feel comfort. There was definitely a period of a few months there that I felt more vulnerable than I'd ever felt in my life. And so every sound like becomes...
Yeah, there's a reason that all those horror movies are set way out in whoop whoop.
And I would be like, what is that sound? But Regan would be like, I don't know. And then it was like, oh, it's a fox. And it literally sounds like a woman being stabbed. I'm not gonna try and replicate
Specifically stabbed. Okay.
I think.
We've got a lot of questions coming in about the wind.
Oh,
is it
okay.
bad?
Well, my first question back to you. So the reason that we switched is because these mics should these mics should cut out the wind sound a little bit, hopefully. But let us know if it's really terrible. And I don't know.
Really terrible?
We'll move inside if it's really, really bad.
And let us know if it's hard to hear me.
It's not going to be hard to hear you, Noah.
Shush up.
You have the loudest
I'm
voice.
trying to project.
Sharon describes it as a banshee call. Yeah. But like,
Oh, the fox. I thought you meant the wind.
but like, you know, like when you get like an audio effect and it's played on loop. So it's like a banshee, but like on repeat.
The fox, yeah.
And it's not like drawn out. It's like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. It is kind of like a yelping, sort of screaming, sort of, yeah, but you would think it would sound more dog-like or hyena-like or something.
I do agree. The plovers tell you when a fox is about. I haven't heard the plovers here for a while, and I know.
Oh, true.
Where are we sitting? So down that way.
That's west.
I don't care. That way.
So southwest.
I don't care. In the springtime, the plovers are very noisy there.
Yeah.
So maybe they're asleep. I'm not sure where they are, but they're not here.
Yeah,
but the
because
fox is.
our farm cats tend to stick close to home, but yeah, if they do go down near the dam, the plovers let them know.
A screaming woman owl. See? It's like a woman being
Why
stabbed.
specifically a woman owl?
Yeah. It's very gender specific.
Can you tell the difference?
So,
Possums fighting is also a freaky noise.
oh yeah.
Koalas mating is also a terrifying noise.
Oh, we haven't really had. I don't think we've got koala. I mean, we must have koalas here, but not like we had them in the northern rivers.
No.
Yeah.
Possums aren't a problem here either. And I know a lot of you who are more urban are like, what?
Yeah.
We have them, but they're not. There's so much. We had more issues with possums and bush turkeys in our
the suburbs.
1 acre micro homestead, let's call it.
Yeah.
The dogs are into something. It's like almost like a podcast. There's always some kind of animal interruption. On our 1 acre in Benogan,
Those bush turkeys.
Bush turkeys
They would
and
always
possums.
dig up the sweet potatoes. They would go to
Yeah.
sweet potatoes. Yeah. But I don't know that we've had possum. I mean, I know they're here. I spot them if we go for a walk at night. Yeah.
Lindsay Bell Homestead asks me how I know what a woman being stabbed like sounds like.
Well, that's why I'm
Look,
like, why
it's
so
my imagination.
specific?
I dare you to Google the sound of a fox. I think it is a female fox, too. I don't think it's a male fox.
Oh.
I am open
It
to
might
correction
be.
on that one.
I don't know, and I've always just assumed it was a mating call, but I don't know. Maybe it's a territorial thing or something. I don't know. Yeah. So shall
Anyway,
we?
so going back to why we're live streaming.
Well, because we just ran out of time to make a video. We had this idea to make a video about.
Yeah.
We just ran into so many cool people over the weekend that we were at the Tiny Home Expo.
So many.
But more than that, like just so many amazing stories. I think what surprised us the most was how many varied reasons people were at a Tiny Home Expo. And probably less than half of the people that we talked to there knew that we were going to be there. It was nice that people had come, and it was nice that people came because they knew we were going to be there too. But, you know, we had, would you say hundreds of conversations? I talked a lot.
It felt like it.
My voice was gone by the end of it.
It felt like it.
But just
Not bad though.
No,
All
no.
completely wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, genuinely wonderful.
I think the thing that surprised me the most is I guess I just imagined that people were at a tiny home expo to shop for tiny homes. Having never been to one before, and now that I've actually been to one as like a stall holder, I still didn't even get to check it out. I mean, I walked past them all every morning with my coffee on the way to set up our Blue Eddy stand, but I've never walked into one tiny home. They looked impressive.
It was a bit of a wild time.
Yeah.
We were like, how did we find ourselves here? This is so random.
Well, it was, look, Blue Eddy reached out to us and asked if we would go on their behalf to the Tiny Home Expo. And I think, I'm reading between the lines, they had never really done anything like this before, at least not in Australia. And so they said, you know, I think they got contacted and they said yes to it and then needed somebody to go because they're all based in China. They've got a warehouse in Sydney, of course, but the people we deal with in China, and they're lovely, but they said, would we go? And we're like, well, could be fun. I mean, if anything, I was being a bit selfish. Like, we've got family on the Sunshine Coast, so we're like, well,
sure,
we'll make a holiday out of it.
We're definitely going to do it again.
And for us, it was great because there was no... Do this?
When it gusts.
Oh, does that help?
I don't know.
Because the deal with
Chat's saying they can't hear the wind at all.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
I'm glad for you.
The deal with Blue Eddy meant that there was no pressure for us to sell.
I loved it.
And it was, so
I would
which was
hate it
nice.
if it was
like we went.
if it was
Obviously,
salesy.
we were showing off the products and stuff and how we run our gear here, which was cool. It was fun to talk about that. But because there was no pressure to like make sales, which a lot of the vendors there are doing,
Yeah.
we just got to have so many great conversations.
It was just so great.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to try and package into a video that we just couldn't.
Find the time for.
No, we just couldn't make it feel genuine and take a short amount of time.
That is the challenge sometimes making a video, isn't it? You've got these like really like full-on topics or things that you want to communicate across, and it's like, I don't know how to distill that down to 20 minutes.
So there were definitely a range of people, both who had watched our stuff and hadn't, who were just looking for all different reasons that they wanted to get out. Get out of the way that they were living, that wanted to get out of the city, that wanted to get out of the rut, that wanted to
Get out of the corporate rat race.
get out of the corporate rat race. Like, these were the consistent themes that people were talking to us about. They were looking at alternatives to what you should do, because those things are no longer easily available, and B, they're not working anymore.
Like a lot of the conversations I think revolved around unaffordability.
Yes.
You know, there was one couple that we met from Brisbane, and they were a young couple. They just had a baby. Baby was with them. She was super cute. She was like 6 weeks old or something. And they were like both working corporate jobs, had bought a house in Brisbane, and they were like, what are we doing? We're just earning money to put our kid through daycare, and you know, like, no shade on anybody who's had to do this. We've had to do this, but they kind of had this realization. They're like, we are just going to work 20 years and we want to spend as much time with our kids as possible.
Yeah.
And we kind of don't want what, you know, that corporate script says you have to do. And so they had talked to their parents, who had 25 acres, I think, out, I don't know, west of the Sunshine Coast somewhere. And so they were at the Tiny Home Expo going, how could we make this work?
Yep.
And then there was the other side of that conversation too. There were at least 2 or 3 older couples that I talked to who they had got together as a family and come to the conclusion their kids, like now adult kids, some of them married, some of them with their own kids, were never going to get ahead in life. And so they'd got together as families and said, how do we make this work on one property? And so that, like, the parents were there looking at tiny homes, looking at power setups and all sorts, to go, okay, you know, the script, so-called, is broken for our kids. How do we set them up? Like, why don't we think about land anymore as like a family endeavor? And so, yeah, it was just so cool talking to people who had just had that like light bulb moment to go, there's no one kind of version of the great Australian dream anymore. If anything, it's dead. Yeah, like I say, not to cast shade on anybody that's doing it the normal way,
If
whatever that
you
means.
can make that work for you, like, more power to you.
Yeah,
Like,
if you bought 20 years ago, but like the amount of people that we talked to, hey, that were like, my big hurdle is land. I just don't know how to do it. And when we said to them, well, we're like 4 hours west, they were like, oh, okay, we had been wondering if that's how we made it work.
We resisted. I resisted for a long time.
Because I thought so far away.
It felt far away.
Yeah.
And it feels scary to change your entire life.
Yeah.
But once you do it, it's not as scary anymore.
Don't get me wrong, it is far.
Noah's saying it's far away. It is far.
Noah has to catch the bus.
Yeah.
A question in the chat about tiny home approval. So let's hit this one, because we get asked it all the time. And we actually made a video 2 weekends ago about what it's like for us living in a tiny home. And we've kind of made it really intentional that we don't answer this question. And the main reason is it's next to impossible for us to give advice on this, because it's so different across councils, across requirements, across what you're exactly going to build. But what I would say is, if you get a chance, now that I've been to it, to go to the Tiny Home Expo, and they are up and down the coast. Like the next one is in Cleveland.
We probably won't go to that one.
And then there's one in September in Coffs Harbour.
We're contemplating that one.
We may go to that one, but they're going to be up and down the coast.
Yeah.
So look them up. Faye, who runs it, she was amazing. She's actually an advocate for tiny homes, and she goes to court with people. Like she fights council. She helps get legislation written
and
but
changed.
What I wanted to say was there were a series of speakers and talks.
Panelists, yeah.
Talks at the expo, and I reckon like a lot of people had come to the show for that because the information was amazing. And so they had all sorts of things from like requirements, from like how to get approvals, from like how to get around things. And when you build a tiny home, it's an example of not following the script. So anyway, I say all that to say we don't have the answers. We've struggled because we get that question a lot, obviously. But now I've got somewhere to point people. It's a fabulous resource.
Talking to Faye as well has really validated what we said, which is we can't give cookie cutter information, but the one piece of advice we would give is don't ask what are you allowed to do. Because the minute you ask what am I allowed to do, you're coming at it from the wrong perspective, because councils will always say nothing, like you can meet the check boxes that we give you.
Yeah.
Instead, the question to ask is, here's what I want to do, how could I do it? And then it's kind of like you start to meet in the middle. That would probably be my one piece of advice. And Faye really was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not the easy path by any stretch of the imagination, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And it's time to start thinking outside the box about these things if we're going to solve these really big problems that the government isn't going to solve for us. No. If you want to kind of pursue your own freedom in a world of red tape legislation and it's all kind of stacked against you, you have to start thinking outside the box. So that whole like, what am I allowed to do? That's how they want us to think. Oh, here's the tin foil, she's coming out.
I didn't get it.
To think. And you do have to work within parameters, but at the same time, it's not what am I allowed to do, it's how can I do what I want to do? And maybe you need to sacrifice some things, but you end up gaining more than you lose.
Yeah.
So how do we distill all of those stories and all of that into a video? I don't know, but here we are with all of you tonight. So
yeah. Yeah. Like one question that I am thinking I might make a video on is that we get all the time is it legal to go off grid? That never crossed my mind.
We are going to make a video about that.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, there's so much, oh man, I don't want to use their own word, but there is misinformation and it almost feels like oh gosh, we are getting a bit tinfoil, aren't we?
Somebody just said, set her free, we support you.
Don't want you thinking about alternatives. And like, you know, we were there at the Expo to talk power solutions, obviously. That was, you know, what we were, I guess, employed to do. But paid to do, yeah, sure. Even that discussion was such, I loved that it was centered around freedom. You know, we had some really cool discussions with people who were just, it was doing their head in. Like what they knew was they wanted to escape the grind. They wanted to break free of the mold that was like keeping them oppressed in a sense. And like, how many people did we talk to that were like, you know, they'd been and seen like other solar setups and that, and it was complex and it was over their heads.
And we're like, yeah, we know, Regan built it.
That's what we did when we got here.
I would say we built it. We didn't build it. Regan built it.
Tobias says that your beanies must be lined with tinfoil.
Yes. But what I loved about talking, and this is not a Blue Eddy spot at all. Oh, we have a sponsor thing we need to do tonight as well.
Yeah, we do. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's the first time. I know, I'm going to point at you. Noah and I have queued this up. It's the first time we will have done a sponsor bit on a live stream.
I know.
So.
Noah being here was part of the reason that we're like, we could struggle through making a substandard video because you know, we want to be consistent. I really like doing live streams because, and I guess that's why I would really like doing the expos, is because I just love talking to people and getting feedback, and it's all very two-way, and I love that. But we're like, but we have a commercial obligation that we need to meet this week.
Oh yeah, we'll figure that out.
So Noah being here is like, yes, we can go live.
That's what I was saying about Blue Eddy. Yeah, your tech support. About Blue Eddy was, it was so nice being able to talk to people about something that they could come to
grasp.
terms with
Yes.
really easily.
Yes, but you're very good at making it easy for people to understand complicated things.
Oh, but there definitely are two versions of off-grid in terms of power. There's the super complicated, which was the way we did it at first, because I thought that's what you had to do. And I think a lot of that, look, on the one hand, I enjoyed learning. And like I say to people now, I'm grateful that I have the knowledge now so that if something goes wrong, it's just another kind of tool on my belt. But I can understand from somebody who's like staring down the path of going off grid, holy moly, that wind. I don't think it matters.
Tobias said he can hear the crinkling.
Oh, the tin foil.
If you want to know what...
Let me finish this thought and then you can joke.
Go, sorry.
The point I'm making, let me get to it really quickly, is technology is getting us to a place now where it's making that decision easier for people. Like it's making that ability easier for people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you can joke about the lights now.
If you want to know, actually...
Where all our tinfoil went.
No.
Is that what you're going to joke about?
No.
Will I
one.
show the people?
No. If you want to know, this is shameless marketing. Every Monday morning or Monday afternoon, every Monday, we put up a members-only video on our members page on Patreon.
Oh, yeah, right.
So for all of the wonderful people who support us with their, is it $3 a month, $5 a month?
Something like that, yeah.
$5 a month, whatever it is. You get the vlog, you get the behind the scenes of what's really going on. You get Regan's 17 versions of his chicken tractor prototype that all of which aren't working. So if you want to see...
There will be a new version this week, I think.
The Rustic Spirits version of studio lighting. Noah is doing a video right now.
That's going to go in that vlog.
That will go on the members video tomorrow.
Needless to say, we have not bought proper studio lights. And if you want to know where all our tinfoil went and why it sounds rattly beside us, yep.
Oh, we're getting a shout out from...
You'll have to check out the vlog.
Your man crush, Stephen, who bought the same hat as you. Did you see that in the
Stephen,
chat?
hey, Steve. I was like, who? Oh,
And
yes.
is it Charisse?
We did have some epic conversations at the Tiny Home Expo about all
Charisse
things
was like, I don't know
tech.
why I'm here. And I know who you are because my husband loves you. And I'm like, everybody's got a man crush on Regan. But I feel like Charisse and I became friends that day.
So, back to conversations that we had at the Tiny Home Expo.
I think Pete and Anna are on the chat.
Oh, hey guys.
And they said something really cool because you guys have, I did look at the one that you were buying and you're right, it is the
tiny home.
the McMansion version of a tiny home. It's like a 3-bedroom tiny home.
Was it there?
It could be a 3-bedroom
Oh,
tiny
wow.
home.
Yeah, right.
From, I think it was Teeny Tiny Homes. And they said that the build includes all of the council approvals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
They do that for you?
And we talked to Peter and Anna on the Sunday afternoon and yeah, they were like, sold, it's awesome, they love it.
Okay.
So I think they put it down in the chat. So if you're looking for somebody to do all of that side of it for you as well, Teeny Tiny Homes apparently are fantastic. And I think the one that they were looking at was 150,000.
Well, I know the cheapest one there was 99,000. Like they're not there were a lot of people we talked to that I think came thinking there might be like, a $30,000 option for them. But yeah, I think a lot of people realise that when you get somebody else to build your tiny home for you, it's not cheap, hey?
It's cheaper than an actual house.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And maybe a little bit, I'm going to say less red tape. It's not. Sometimes it's more. But you're solving the problems a little bit more autonomously than going through like a spec home or something like that. So yeah, Pete and Anna Petan.
Oh, that's right.
That's them. They said, yes, they do it all. Do Teeny Tiny Homes serve in northern New South Wales? Best thing you could do is give them a Google and get in contact with them. And for the person asking about where the Tiny Home Expos are, tinyhomeexpos.com.au or something like that. Like just search it.
Literally
and
search Tiny Home Expo. It's the first thing that comes up.
You'll see where they are. Yeah, you'll see where they're coming up. There's also an off-grid living festival that I think
Not the
used to
same
be,
thing,
no,
but-
I think used to be in Victoria, but might be in Queensland next year.
Oh, that's fun.
I have things that I want to pitch them.
Oh,
So if you guys are listening, you'd need to reach out to me because I've got ideas of
Ooh.
how we can do some really fun stuff.
that could be fun.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Okay, back to kind of conversations that we had
Oh, yeah.
at the expo. And that.
Are you keeping me on track this
I'm
time?
trying.
Oh,
What, from my perspective, if I was to sum up the weekend, I thought I was really inspired. Like there were obviously a lot of people there looking for answers, but what I was really inspired about was that people were kind of taking, kind of agency,
Yep.
if you like. I think that's probably what inspired me the most. There were definitely some sad stories in amongst it as well of why people, would. But
were in the position that they were in, that this was the thing that they were exploring.
yeah, but at the same time, still taking agency. What was
Yes.
it? What would you say it was for you that kind of struck a chord with you, like in all those conversations? Because we would finish every day, we'd go back to the hotel.
Ding, 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 ding,
And,
ding.
and like normally we're kind of introvert people. Like I know we're on the camera, but like you should see us today in the gardens, both a
Headphones
podcast on each. We're like, don't talk to each other.
I had some stuff to I had some podcasts to catch up on though.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. But I guess what I'm saying is it's a little bit unusual for us to do like 9 hours or whatever it was at a thing, talking, and then get back and just talk to each other about all of that.
And then go see family and talk. When I got in the car with Mum on Wednesday to pick up the beef, she was like, just tell me if I'm talking too much. Like, I thought you would be silent. And I'm like, love you, Mum. Mum's on the live stream, I know. Love you, Mum.
Fair, you guys are the type of people to turn in at 8 p.m. but then watch TV for
Noah's
2 or 3
not
hours.
coping with the fact that we all go to bed by 8 o'clock. And he's like,
Because
it's only 8 o'clock.
And then
We're like, good
I
night.
stay out by the fire until like 11 because, I'm a 22-year-old.
Yeah, but
You're a
also
22-year-old.
solar power. So my question to you was,
Yes.
what was it about, like, kind of all those conversations and the different people that we met? Like, what kind of, I guess, struck
was
a chord with you?
inspiring
Yeah,
for me?
what got you?
There was a few standout stories, but similarly to you, it was that people were taking agency, but it was the drive and the I was inspired by people who weren't just sitting down going, the world's gone to crap, may as well just take it. It was people going, I don't want this. I need to figure out a way out.
Yeah.
I can do this. It's going to be hard. It's going to take years. Here's how I'm structuring my businesses to be able to have more freedom over here. Or here's what I'm doing now so that my kids can grow up here. Or here's what I'm doing while my kids are growing up. And then I'm off, it was the people who were like, I'm not stuck.
Yep.
When there's so many stories that you hear of people, particularly on like podcasts or whatever, of people who are just like, the world's crap, who cares? May as well just give feed on the slop that they're giving us.
Right.
And it's just like the people that we met on the weekend, you're my people, because it's like, no, I don't accept this. It's easy to say the government screwed us over, Australia's going to crap, the economy's broken, all of the reasons why it's hard. And you can just I'm just going to go lie down in a corner and give up. But it's the people who are like, we can do something and we're just going to try and do something. And it was like maybe 30, 40, 50 different stories of something. But they've inspired me. And more than anything, being online is so sometimes incongruent for me because I'm such a people person and I want the interactions and I want the face-to-face and I want the real, tell me what you're really thinking and what you're really feeling. And I'd rather have a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do really, really struggle with the onlineness of
like the
our
one-way
lives.
version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then I have been in particular really letting the comment section, here's a moment of vulnerability, I've really let the comment section get to me in the last few months.
Yep.
And we've talked a lot about this, and just being with people, not just that it's like an echo chamber, but people who have told me how much what we have said and what we've talked about and sharing our story has helped them and motivated them. I'm like, okay, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So I'll cop the crap in the comment section.
Or just don't read it.
Or just don't read it. I mean, it's easy to say. Because you want to reply to the good comments. So you can't.
I know.
You can't reply to the people who are genuine without reading the dickheads.
I know. That's true.
Unfortunately.
I did reply to a dickhead this morning, though. I know we're not supposed to.
Sometimes we crack.
We just have a little
fire back.
self-indulgent moment and just shoot back.
and then
it was on an old video, so I'm like, I know no one's going to see this, but I'm just going to. Somebody would just ask the most retarded question. I know you're not allowed to use the R word.
Until after we've done it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's always after we've done it.
Yeah, babe, I got a confession.
I rage baited somebody, or like
that's the other.
No, that's the opposite. They rage
baited
baited me, and I yelled at them, or I called them a dickhead, or I fired back in the comments, and Regan would be like, "What did you do that for?" And I'm like, "I had to." Sometimes you can't let stupid just go unchecked.
Well, we're supposed to.
We're supposed to. Like being online is like literal turn the other cheek. Like I wish that like. We throw a lot of shade because Tobias has somebody like this. What do we call him? Foreman Steve? Foreman Steve is always telling Tobias that he is talking too much and he needs to get back to work. And so we have a good joke about Foreman Steve weighing in on Tobias's work.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the
anyway, so
dilemma.
for me, it was just a fresh inspiration that what we're doing, because sometimes I can be like, am I just some YouTube content creator wanker?
Yeah.
You know, like it's easy to kind of get a little bit in your head about it, and I just feel so grounded and inspired again.
The Waypoint 27 says, don't be a dick.
Rule number one.
Rule number one.
Nice.
So we've just had this like major strategic planning session because apparently our entire family is involved in our business now.
Asked.
Noah is our chief designer, and I said brand manager today. He said, no, Mum, you're the brand manager.
I'm chief creative.
I am the brand manager. And JJ worked in fashion and retail, so of course he weighed in on our merch, but we're about to order our samples because I can't just say we're selling merch and not have like seen what it looks like and made sure it's well made and that it's not shit quality. Can you say shit on the live stream?
You just did.
I guess so. Anyway, and Don't Be a Dick will be one of the core
it's rule number one.
T-shirts that we release in our first like merch line. So hopefully by springtime, samples incoming. You'll start to see Regan wearing some Rustic merch.
I'm modelling, am I?
I'm stressing now. I have to get all these designs.
Yeah, Noah goes home on Wednesday.
You said you wanted to work for us.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, the designs need to happen so we can order the samples.
Oh, fun.
So did you like how I segued out of the vulnerable moment there?
Is that what you did? All right. We do need to cut to a commercial break, and I don't know. This is a little bit. So I'm going to set you guys up for this. So we're going to play an ad that would have normally gone into a Friday video because when you accept sponsorship deals, you make kind of arrangement with who you're doing the sponsorship for on the date that it goes. And so we actually had no choice. We couldn't have just not made a video this weekend, which we seriously contemplated. But I'm glad we're live streaming because it's fun, right?
It's so much better than making a video.
But what we've never tried before is actually inserting an ad into a live stream. So Noah and I were kind of like tech geek working it out today, and we think we've got it, but it's 4 minutes long. So I say that to say it's an ad for a robot mower, which P.S., by the way, I absolutely love. Like, you know us.
Don't just write it off. We wrote it off for
I get
months.
that it's an expensive piece of kit. I want to say that up front. I get that. And it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But I genuinely, if I knew what I know now, would not have bought a ride-on mower and would have got one of these. But what I wanted to say is you got 4 minutes. So if you need to go to the bathroom or you need to go and top up and you really don't care about robot lawnmowers, I mean, check it out. It's fun. I did some fun things with it. But this is going to play.
We're going to refill our drinks. You should too.
And you've got 4 minutes. I think I made the ad 4 minutes long.
I do need to go to the bathroom.
So
but
now,
I will take my...
Are we good to go? Here's just how we practiced. Ready? Well, the last time I was telling you about the Luba 3 robot lawnmower from Mammotion, I asked you guys to hit us in the comments section with your genuine comments and criticisms, and you did not disappoint. The first question was, why don't we use livestock to keep our grass areas short? And that's a fair question, but on any homestead, ours included, there are going to be some spaces where you just can't let livestock go. Some for aesthetic reasons, some for really practical. Like, that's my tiny home, that's my front lawn, I just don't want to have to clean animal manure from a space that I have to look at.
'Cause my mother told me as a child, boy, don't play around with fire, 'cause you might just end up getting burned.
But another more critical area for us would be our orchard and gardens area. I just could never let sheep or goats or anything in there. And that actually answers another question that you had about precision. A few of you asked about accuracy and precision. Well, this is the high stakes test for us. Young orchard trees, irrigation lines, and our garden area right next door. I definitely can't let livestock in here, but even I get nervous operating a whippersnipper in this space. So I've mapped out every tree, every irrigation line, and the gardens as no-go zones. We've set up a new program, so let's see what it can do.
'Cause my mother told me as a child, boy, don't play around with fire, 'cause you might just end up getting burned. And I know the wicked never rest, so I always try my best, but there's some lessons hard for me to learn. Like good boys don't play with bad girls. Good boys stay away.
Well, I'm not surprised, but it's done an awesome job of the orchard. We've been using Luba 2 to maintain this orchard for the last 6 months, but what Luba 3 brings to the table is LiDAR. So now I can have confidence that I can set a 5 a.m. program. It's going to come out here and not only do a good job, but I don't have to worry that I've left a rake out from the day before or a hose across a pathway, because now it's not just mowing based on what I've mapped, but based on what it actually sees. Okay, I think we've got time for one more question, and this one was genuinely interesting. So the question was this: could it be used to mow and maintain a 2-metre wide path through the thick grass in my paddock? That's a really interesting and useful idea, and exactly where a tool like this could come in handy. And actually, it might solve a future problem I have. I've got to put a fence line through here sometime in the near future. I'm not ready to do it yet, but when I come to do that job, if that fence line has already been maintained down to a nice short grass level, it's going to make that job infinitely easier. So I'm 50-50 on how this is going to go. The grass is really thick through here, but I've mapped out the area, the path, so let's set it going and see how it does. Okay, it's actually doing a lot better than I thought. Some of these clumps of grass are really thick, and I've turned object avoidance off, so it's not using LiDAR to detect objects in its surroundings, but it does have mechanical sensors on it as well. So every time it's hit a clump of grass, it's sensed it as an object and it's gone around it. What I can do now is just set the deck really high to about 70 millimeters. I'll set it in manual mode. I'll do the first pass over all of these thick clumps manually, and then I'm gonna let it manage this pathway from now on until I'm ready to do my fence. So there you go, 3 scenarios on our property where I'm actually using a robot lawnmower and it's actually saving us time, and because we're off grid, it's saving us money too. QR code on the screen, link down in the description, go check it out and I'll answer any other questions or comments you might have. And we're back.
Felt really weird.
I know. And to the person who was like, yeah, we should read our ads, we actually do that on our podcast. Honestly, guys, this probably won't normally happen in a live stream,
No.
but like I said, sometimes the sponsors get to say, or we agree.
It's just welcome
the ad
to
plays.
real life.
Yeah,
this is the
that's
real
how
life.
we fund what we do.
And that is how we fund what we do. I think so we spent most of our day in the garden today.
Mm.
Like most of it.
Yeah.
When we weren't like poor Regan was putting frost covers over all of our potatoes and he was like fighting with the wind. And I said, I think, so I gave up work a couple of months ago now. This is the first time that I felt like, okay, ready to go, like into it.
Like you don't have to go to work on Monday sort of
I don't
thing?
have to go to work on Monday. Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah.
So we've got some really exciting things that we've got in the pipeline.
Yep.
That we're working on. But things like those sponsorships. And we were talking to somebody today about sponsorships, and if you want a really big inside scoop, we get maybe 3 emails a day from Temu
at the
wanting
moment.
to partner with us as one of our sponsors.
Hands up if we should take Timu on as a sponsor. The only way I would do it is, I don't know if you guys saw a few months ago that Mark Valencia from Self-Sufficient Me, he did accept a Timu sponsorship. Oh, no.
Thanks, Stephen.
Tech support.
Because I went to the bathroom and you don't want to mess that one up, right?
Yeah. I said to Kirsty when it went to the robot ad break, I'm like, assume your mic is on. Mark did a Timu thing, and what I liked about the way he did it was, and he obviously got, you can get the contract with the sponsor written however you want. He obviously got permission to basically be brutally honest. And he did like 10 or 20 like garden tools, and he ripped into them. And there were 2 that he really liked. That would be the only way I'd do it. But honestly, congruence is a really big part of what we do here. And so we have said right from the beginning, and I always say this, we're just not going to take on sponsors. I mean, honestly, we could have funded Kirsty working for Rustic Spirits a year ago if we'd just taken on every sponsorship request. But we would have been total sellouts.
Yeah.
And so I'm just hardline about that stuff. Like, number one, it has to make sense to homesteaders. And number two, I'm just not going to, I don't know, the amount of things that I get sent, they're like, will you promote our 4K security camera? And then you click on the link. Number one, it's on Amazon for cheap as anyway. It's like, why don't people just buy this themselves? And number two, it's not 4K. You guys are lying. So I'm just not going to do it.
We're just not going to do it. So if we do say yes to something, and I know the robot mower seems like so crazy, we were just so surprised by it. Like, I bloody love that thing.
I will confess, I said yes to the very first one because I'm like, that's cool. Like, I have to know. Like, I had friends who had, I know, a Husqvarna one or something. I'm like, I have to know whether that actually work out here. And then the only reason I've said yes to the second one was because the first one worked so damn good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then we had friends come over and their young boy was like, can I see the robot mower?
Oh, because he'd seen them on the videos.
And then because we just got the new one, like they were like dancing around each other.
I made them mow the same patch of lawn, but because they've got object avoidance, they were like avoiding each other.
Great.
That was kind of fun.
So no to the Temu sponsorship.
Nah.
So if the Temu people could please stop emailing us, that'd be great.
Maybe I'll just quote them like a ridiculous price. And
they'll say yes. And then no. Sorry, but no.
But we could like give it away or something.
So
I don't know.
our friends,
we won't sell out. We just won't.
Amanda from Urban Queensland Homestead. If you don't follow Amanda on Urban Queensland Homestead, you have to, because she's so good. All of her videos are amazing. I watch them all. I should comment more. Most of the time it's with my headphones on while I'm doing something in the kitchen. Did I get all of the organ meat and fat, etc. from the beast,
Sure
and
did.
how much per kilo was the beef? I sure did, Amanda. And I'm looking to you for inspiration about how to make a video about this because I want to show that whole process. So Mum, if you're watching, Mum, can you please write down how much the total weight was combined for us? So Mum and I bought a cow.
I'll see if I can find it for you while you're chatting.
Mum's here.
Oh, okay.
She'll do it. Mum will know. So we bought half, Mum and Dad bought a half, but we got all of the bones, including, because my mum's Scottish, so we're waiting for the wind to die down so that we can start processing all of the bones, and then we will be...
You need to probably explain why the wind matters.
For the gas.
Because we cook outside.
It makes the gas blow out. The gas flame blow out.
You spend a lot more on gas.
So we've done all of the main cuts now. We've vac sealed, portioned up all of our main cuts. Now we've got to do the bones and we want to roast them, put them in a big pot and then pressure can all of the beef stock. I've got all of the kidney fat, like that. What's that we used to call it? Suet fat? Or is that a pig?
Well, in a pig it was called suet. I don't know. I think
anyway,
that's what your mum
around
called
the kidneys is where like your purest fat is. We've got that. That's going to be my tallow balm because out here I have to use tallow balm.
Because it's so dry.
And then the rest of the fat will be rendered into cooking fat.
Find it for you.
So I want to, and yes, we've got all of the organ meat. I want to dehydrate that and turn that into powder. So I want to do a video on that whole like woe to go, how to use every single part. But it's going to take us a couple of weeks to get there because that's a couple of weeks worth of work. The whole price, and this was from a farm just north of Toowoomba, that Mum and Dad have been buying from for ages. We did buy off another farm a couple of months ago. Great people. But we just went in with Mum and Dad since I'm designated driver for Mum and Dad at the moment while Dad's recovering from his knee op. The whole beast was $15 a kilo. And it was pasture raised, pasture finished, no nasties, the end. I'm really interested to see kind of what the stats are on what that leaves us in terms of, you know, how many meals. I mean, isn't it sad that there's only like 2 briskets off of a half cow?
That's how that works.
Sad? There's only 2
It's like you only
briskets
get
off
2
a half
hams
cow.
off a pig.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And you can have pork belly or you can have bacon.
That's right. You can't have both. Well, technically you got 2 sides
Bacon,
of the belly.
bacon,
Bacon and bacon.
bacon and bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pork belly's pretty good though.
So yeah, I'm definitely keen to kind of do a breakdown video on that one. But as Amanda will know, it's, yeah, you've got to actually do the work to be able to film the work to be able to put that together. So that's coming probably in a few weeks. I'm really excited to do the organ meat. If you've got ideas about what's easy there, never done that before, but I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
I've made my own tallow barn before. That's awesome too.
We've gotten
Lots of
multiple
questions? Great.
from Pete and the Waypoint 27 about how the water situation is going and if there are any updates on the dams.
Well, we've had a reprieve, and I think I said this probably last time as well, because it rained, well, how long ago now? Like a month
6
ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's still a little bit of water in the bottom of the dam, although so I've reallocated one of our poly tanks. We've got 2 25,000 litre tanks. I reallocated one to dam water. And then today, Kirsty's like, there's something wrong with the garden irrigation system. I'm like, oh no, I must have unplugged the pump. No, the tank ran out. Yeah, I need to pump up again. I reckon I've probably got maybe still another 40,000 litres of water in the dam, which is great because at this time of year, we're hardly watering. Like we've been adjusting our watering system, like just trying to be responsive to the soil moisture content. And so Kirsty will give me a little update every time she's in the garden. All right, I think it's good.
We're
or
doing
it's
good,
a bit
guys.
over, like
We're
tweak
doing
it.
real good.
So this year has really been about learning, like, because we use like an automated program, it has been learning what to program in what months. So just to adjust it all. So at the moment we're using hardly any water to water the gardens, and everything else we use bore water for. So we use bore water for cleaning, showering, toilets, livestock drink it, we drink it. Just don't use it in the coffee machine because we've learned a very expensive lesson, and that is that bore water will stuff up your coffee machine. So don't do that. So the situation is no progress made so far on the reverse
it's
osmosis
on the
system
list.
because
You should see the list.
it's written on the whiteboard at the moment. Yeah. It's still there. We're going to have to do it. I've been watching a lot of stuff about this El Nino, Super El Nino, whatever. I don't think it's going to be as drawn out as what, you know, kind of the media were making out to be. Hands up if you follow Cyclones Oz. That's a channel that I've just
they're
come
pretty
across
good.
on YouTube.
They're
And
pretty
a few
good.
people recently have been like, do you follow Cyclones Oz? So I like him. He's, just kind of, like he nerds out on all the weather stuff like Higgins does. But
Higgins is literally down the road from us.
literally.
Actually.
Is that like when you used to say that Matt Corby was our neighbour because he lived 2 suburbs over?
Yep. Love that man's voice.
Anyway, the point is the Cyclones Oz channel does some really great updates on the whole El Nino thing, and I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I mean, I think it's a deal. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think this is going to be a dry winter and a dry spring, but my suspicion is that summertime we might start to see some rain again.
I have seen, was it his page or somebody else, for the gardeners amongst us all, and I'm really taking this on board, early spring. So I've just put all of my second round of winters in, but I'm going to start spring pretty quickly
Yeah.
in the non-existent greenhouse.
It's so weird right now. I've got a grapevine over there that's budding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my guava tree just decided to start budding. I'm like, what is going on?
The pomegranates are flowering.
Like all new leaves and there's a flower on it.
The tomato outside, not inside the greenhouse, but outside, like,
I haven't even covered them up and they're still like making tomatoes.
no. Next weekend looks like we might get down to the freezings. I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's all just straddle the seasons and make it work for us.
But I did make frost covers for our potato gardens because we've got no right to be growing potatoes at this time of year.
They're
out
going
in this
super
climate,
well though.
but they're going so good. And I just, simplest method, I got, I had a whole lot of old tent, like those galvanized tent poles, you know, that if you ever took a tarp camping and you popped all those up. And I've just
Because
been
Regan keeps everything.
carrying them around for years. And here is why, because I was looking for a solution. I'm like, what I really want to do is take some like 2 meter lengths of polypipe and bend them in a hoop. But I want to be able to like sleeve them onto something so that I can pop them off so I can cover with a frost cloth and not have it like locked into the ground. And I'm like, I know what I've got out the back of the shed. And so I cut up those gal poles into like, I don't know, 400 mil lengths, hammered half of them into the ground, bent the polypipe sections over them.
That'll be in the members video tomorrow too.
Yeah, I might
You've
do a
already
little
done
like
that
how
bit.
to, yeah. And then have learned multiple methods for how to hold frost cloths down in gale force winds. So I think I'm on version 3 and it's actually working.
The frost cloths are doing better than the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse, that's for sure. Hey, I should go into making greenhouses. I know, you've had your hand up for a while there. Thanks,
I'm
Noah.
just going to keep my hand up if I've got one locked and loaded. Mother Hacker has a great question.
Mother
Is there
Hacker,
one
great name.
piece of equipment or item on your property that has not been used much since you bought it?
Ooh.
The ride-on mower.
I know, that's not fair because
No,
you
we
loved
did.
that. That was your
Yeah.
job for like, and it like, the grass grew a lot when we were here our first year.
Yes, it did.
We've got photos for when we were
Something that
scoping
we
out the
bought
site.
that we haven't used a lot.
Okay, probably not, and I'm going to say why. Because when we got out here, we were broke as. And so
We just spent all of our capital on shipping containers and a solar power
and a solar power system. And so every other purchase after that was seriously well considered.
What would you say?
Stuff that we've bought that we haven't used. I did buy a King's 3,000 watt inverter.
It just didn't. It wasn't.
It just
fit for
wasn't enough.
purpose.
I thought I'd be able to run the bore pump off of it.
No. Now we have Blue Eddy.
I have since learned, like obviously steep learning curve journey, that just because it says it can do a certain amount of watts doesn't mean it'll handle the amps, and that pump just drew too many amps. So that would be one example.
Sorry, you started talking about amps.
And you went cross-eyed.
Yeah. I
yeah.
know all the guys really like it.
Anything you bought that you don't use? Anything that we...
I think that's the thing about the process of getting here with the tiny house as well, is that like we've got things on a wish list for a long time
It's true.
before we make the purchase. So
Yeah.
it's really like, do we need it? Do we need it? Do we need it?
That's definitely part of tiny living, isn't it? Like when we downscaled to the cottage, which was what we were in before we were here. So we lived in a little cottage, whole family, we were managing a farm. And it was small, like it was literally probably 4 or 5 times smaller than the house we lived in on the Gold Coast. And so going on that journey of having to downsize and downscale everything, you start to become really well considered, don't you, on what, because there's not going to be a home for everything. If you just
still not.
buy lots of stuff.
You should see the shed.
That's true.
Noel came over today and I was like, whoa, go look at the shed.
The shed.
He's like, can I look in your pantry? Even the pantry's a mess at the moment because we've like ripped stuff out of the freezer in order to put the meat in, and it's all just sitting there with my Mylar bags. And, it's
And
like,
all the
gosh.
doubles of everything. We've got this joke now. So Kirsty's got this, like, every time we go to the shops and we'll be like, oh, we should get, you know, some, I don't know, water filters. She'll be like, buy 2. So now every time she says, buy 2, because she thinks, buy 5.
Don't look at me as if I'm going to help you.
Because she's like the mega stockpiler now. And so now we've worked out that we can use that against her. So the boys and I went to the food works the other day. We're like, oh, we feel like dim sims. Mum would say, buy 2. Better buy 2 bags of dim sims.
Next
Noah,
question.
go for it.
GXNB12 asks, what's your bets on how long it is before Tobias grows a homestead beard?
Ooh.
Ooh. You do need to join the club.
Oh, really? No pressure.
You do need to join the club. I feel like Tobias has always got like almost a beard going on anyway.
Yeah, he's got that 22-year-old stubble.
I saw what Tobias. So now there's a.
Says you, Noah.
So now there's a group. No, he's definitely not. There's no bum fluff there. There's a group chat now between us, Hayes Homestead, and Rocky View Farm because they all went and had lunch together and we had FOMO. And then he sends through a photo of, did you see this? Of the dinner that he had last night? Like this amazing pumpkin risotto.
Oh.
And I'm like, be there in 12 hours.
Yeah. How long does it take to get there? Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know what Tobias looks like with a beard.
Oh.
Maybe we should do some marketing brain coming out. We should do like some fun Movember stuff with like the Australian YouTube guys. The
Really?
homesteaders of YouTube.
You want me to shave this off and just leave a mo? When was the last time you saw my chin?
It's actually your top lip that terrifies me more.
I think Dad could pull off a mo, but he can't pull off.
Do you know why though?
shaven.
Because my dad has had a mustache for my entire life.
Oh, what? So he's got like dibs on mustaches?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a mustache.
That's not a mustache. All right, next question.
Shaving rash is horrible. I agree with you.
Two kind of
Annie.
related questions.
Yeah.
Someone asked how many combi chicks you're breeding every month, and then someone else asked, will you do chicken butchering workshop?
Oh, two great questions. So Quambies, we're not
Yes.
breeding anything at the moment because it's just too cold.
Failure rate of 100%.
I reckon if I put some in the incubator, like the last lot I put on the incubator, I went, when did I do May? I think I might have done a May
Half
batch.
incubated chicks are not a fun time.
And they were like, yeah, shall I let people in on a homestead reality?
No, Regan.
Of what? No, hey, if you all want to be homesteaders, you know what you do with the eggs that don't develop?
You feed them to the pigs.
The pigs love them, but just don't look too closely because, yeah, Noah's about to puke over there. What was I saying? Oh, incubating chicks. Yeah, the failure rate just goes way down. If I had better facilities, as in like a temperature controlled room and that sort of thing, I could probably extend that out a little bit, but we just take a break for winter. So we will kick back into it. I've got a special
soon.
I've got a special order I need to put in because the butcher who's coming to do the pigs with us, who's my nephew, wants a batch.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do like a trial run for him, and we'll see.
So that'll be like end of August.
Yeah, we'll see if the rate's improved then. I mean, they're just off the lay as well. Like I don't even know how many hens I've got in there at the moment. I am raising a ton of Quamby hens right now.
Yeah, we kind of pulled back on the egg orders so that we could have a bigger flock.
Yeah, because I was doing everything off of like 8 hens and like the orders just started getting out of control. So I'm like, okay, I need like 50 hens.
Hundreds of people. It is wild.
Yeah. It's
wild.
It works.
Yeah.
On butchering, I've got about 7 roosters that I'm raising at the moment that we were just looking at today. And Noah's rubbing his hands with Clee because they are looking kind of delicious. So we will do those. Yes, we will do that kind of stuff. I think that'll go on our Patreon. It's hard to know.
We haven't worked out
Yeah.
on farm stuff yet.
Yeah. I know like YouTube's funny about stuff as well. I did one and we just blurred stuff out and that.
I think we were too sensitive.
Yeah?
I think we were worried about getting like, because on YouTube you get like warnings, strikes.
Right.
And if you get 3 strikes, your whole channel is gone, right? Like never to be recovered. You can appeal it, but like 3 years of work, that would be devastating. So unfortunately,
you got to kind of play it safe.
You kind of got to play by their rules if you want to keep up with this, which is why our membership site and even like Patreon, we're in the middle of kind of building a whole new membership platform for, because all of the YouTube gurus say build on your own platform because things can be taken away from you at a moment's notice. The rules change and you're like, whoa.
That's why we started the podcast channel, right? We weren't even going to monetize the podcast channel, but then it took off and we were like, oh, well, we might as well get some ad dollars from it. But we kind of don't care. Like if it ever gets like struck down because we're like, I don't know, go too far. But then you watch some podcasts and it's like, oh, if they can get away with it. Yeah, I don't know. Did we answer that question? So combi chicks will start hatching out again
soon.
Heading into spring. And then
we've got to get the chicken tractors built first.
And then butchering, I definitely will do like a full tutorial video, but I might put that on Patreon. So, yeah.
Are you going to do workshops though?
Oh, like live workshops?
I think 2026 2028 might be time to start playing around. I don't know.
People on the farm.
I don't know.
Kirsty's inviting people to the property. You swore after 7 years in tourism you'd never do that. I don't mind. I enjoy that.
I like the people who are nice. I don't like the people who stalk us.
If you're nice, you can come and do a chicken butchering
If you're a
workshop.
stalker, you can't come. It's just
Is there going to be a pre-qualification test?
Sorry.
If you're a
That
total
is
weirdo and a stalker.
Are you a stalker? Check yes or no.
No, but there are people who have been really creepy,
Yeah.
and we've had to block a lot of people for being really creepy.
Yeah, we'll work that out.
And it's our home. It's not just our home. It's like our parents'
I know,
home. It's
yeah.
our kids' home. You have to have some sacred space.
We used to, just so you know, for context, the farm that we were a part of was a tourism thing, and we used to run lots of workshops. I used to teach beekeeping, we would do farm tours, and we would do garden workshops, and I loved all of that stuff. What are we laughing at?
No,
I
it's
just sighed deeply.
You keep
thinking
talking.
about it.
Oh,
No, I'm just thinking about working there.
Yeah,
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot
but
of fun too.
It wasn't our farm,
No.
and so I think you're right. There's a difference, isn't it, when it's your property and your home, and that you just got to think differently about it, how that would work. But then I love, I watch the stuff that Polyface does. Joel Salatin over in the States, and they're on-farm workshops and that. And yeah, it's not possible. Noah, next question.
Version 79 of the trick and tactor should be ready by the weekend. Hey, Regan.
It's only 10,000. Kirsty, Pete says, Kirsty would love you to do a capsule wardrobe video and what you found worked for you. Combo of farm clothes, casual, going out clothes, and seasonal. I.e., how many different jackets do you have?
The great thing about a tiny home workshop is you could fit all that in an Instagram reel. This is not much
Is
content.
that Anna? Hi, Anna. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
JJ bought me a Ringers Western jacket for my birthday, and I was a bit like, am I that person now? And I love that jacket, and I would never have had that before. But yeah, capsule wardrobe, that's a good idea.
This is Ringers?
Yeah, this is Regan's newest. If you're on our members site, you know that the day that Regan got this one, and it's his new favourite. I'm not allowed to wash it.
I thought you said it was a work vest. That doesn't mean you don't wash it that way.
So are we going to have branded hats and branded
But now I find that I have
vests now?
vest conversations with people, which is something that I never thought I would have. Another mate of mine had a vest and we were doing vest comparisons. Have you got this pocket here?
No, because it's no, I'm gone.
Hit us with another question now before we lose the plot.
There's a joke that's
Mr. Burns, see my vest, see my vest. Made from real gorilla chest. That's old school Simpsons, that one.
no, when guys turn 40, they have a niche amount of interests. And
they get into cycling or smoked
please
meats.
Please don't ever get into cycling.
You don't see me as a mammal?
No, thank you. No, I don't want to see that. It's cycling, no, that's chicks. Cycling, smoked meat, whiskey.
2 out of 3 so far.
Vests.
Oh, it is a stereotype.
It is a stereotype.
Hit us with a question now before we lose the plot entirely.
Oh, dear.
We need more questions from the chat. I'm not seeing many questions.
Invest in the vest.
awesome-
That's a shirt. That's a T-shirt.
Urban Queensland Homestead said Australia's version of Clarkson's farm. Noah can be Caleb.
Who's Caleb? Oh, I don't watch Clarkson's farm.
I
I'm
don't
terrible.
know either. I just assumed you guys would know.
Oh, no. Caleb's the young guy. Okay, I've seen enough.
Our friend Yale is here. Earth and Sprout Australia. Go and follow her on Instagram.
Speaking of more shout-outs, I wanted to do a few shout-outs tonight.
Okay, go.
No. So,
Earth and Sprout Australia. Go and follow Yale on Instagram.
absolutely.
My commitment to our community is that I will do more Instagram things.
Whoa, all right, you heard it here. She's making merch, she's building websites, and she's
'cause
going to
I
do
worked-
Instagram.
I worked in corporate marketing, and there was just
You needed a line in the sand,
there
right?
was, I managed so many Instagram pages, and I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
had to put it away for a little while.
Yep, fair
and
enough.
there was some of my friends were like, "Why don't you do anything on Instagram? You're missing an opportunity." I'm like, I don't even spend time on Instagram.
Yeah.
except for people who send me reels. So
Yes, true buckle, cigars too. Smoked
cigars.
meats, whiskey, and tobacco.
Any snake jump scare stories that are funny? Someone asked.
We haven't had. Oh, I mean, it's too cold at the moment.
We've
Knock
seen.
on wood.
I've seen one scary snake since I've been here.
Yeah, we think it was maybe a taipan.
Yeah.
It's hard to know
on the driveway.
because
it wasn't a jump scare, but it made me feel gross.
we were talking to some neighbours. We've got neighbours that are in their mid-80s, and he was born here, like literally lives in the house that he was born in. And his wife is awesome. She is like OG farmer wife. She was telling us, you don't go anywhere without your 410 shotgun. And we were asking about snakes because we'd seen a few like darker coloured ones, and we're like, we heard maybe there's type, and she's just like, nah, they're all brown snakes. There is a large variety in coloration in brown snakes, so it could have been, regardless, it was aggro, but you were driving, hey, on the driveway?
But we stopped, and it was like the vibration of the car it didn't like.
Yeah.
And JJ and I were like, what kind of snake is that? And we did like this is what the snake looks like. And it was an inland taipan, and we were both like, ooh, yuck.
Yeah.
We haven't had any jump scares with snakes.
Well, I went down to the dam, this would have been 9 months ago when there was water still in them, like good water still in them, with the dogs with me. And they were running around sort of the reeds in the dam. I'm like, what are you guys sniffing at? Next thing you know, brown snake took off. And I'm like, oh, that just could have been
But the neighbour's dog, they lost a dog this year to a brown
snake. Because dogs just get their noses in, and snakes will go. Like cats hardly ever get hit by snakes because, number one, they've got the fur, and often the snake will release its venom as they sense the fur. But the other thing too is, have you ever watched like slow-mo videos of snakes, of cats avoiding snakes?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, you are missing out on this is what happens when you don't go on Instagram, I have to say. There are many reels that you have missed out on. But yes, cats are awesome at avoiding snakes, but dogs, unfortunately, are not. So that was definitely a scary moment because I was like, not that anything happened, but I was like, man, it just could. Hence why I'm kind of a bit obsessed about mowing everywhere at the moment, even though there's not a lot of grass to mow. Go for it, Noah. What's the next question?
Sarah asks, is it really tricky to get sourdough started and work with it? I can't get any yeast.
You can't get any yeast. Where are you?
Oh,
Because my friend Yale from Earth and Sprout, I just got her some.
just hit Kirsty up. If you tell her that you're going to visit her at a tiny home expo and you're counting on sourdough starter.
You can get dehydrated sourdough starter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Tried for like when everybody made sourdough in 2020 when we were all at home and had nothing better to do. I tried to make my own starter, and I do have to say that just was really difficult.
Like wild yeast?
Yeah, just making your own from scratch starter.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is get starter from someone. Mine came from my auntie, and then you just keep it going.
But you did lose yours this year, hey?
To black mold, yeah. Because I went away, I forgot to tell the kids to put it in the fridge, and there was no coming back from it. But somebody that I was talking to at the Tiny Home Expo, can't remember who they were, was saying that, I've got the hiccups. They dehydrate some and keep that as a backup.
Oh,
so
they dehydrate their own?
Yeah, so they keep some in, and you just like put like baking paper, smush it out, put it on this, like just make it into just like it's just dehydrated yeast.
This is a living thing. Like here I am just having a little like scientific moment.
So
like,
you can.
How does it survive?
You can buy from that Uni sourdough place.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got
my
one.
friend bought that,
the kit.
like my whole kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get dehydrated. The easiest way to do sourdough starter is to get some from someone. If you don't have anyone around, try Facebook. Like sourdough people want to give you their starter. They want to help. If not, send me an email and I'll figure out how to dehydrate it and I'll send you some.
Ooh.
Oh, what if I could? No.
Okay, she's got another idea of how to keep
Because
herself
somebody's
occupied.
talking to me about like what's it like to be a full-time homesteader, and here I am going, I'll send you some dehydrated sourdough. Jeepers, woman.
The Bicker Tube.
It's fun.
Kirsty, since finishing
awesome.
traditional
Tonight.
work,
Oh,
what
yeah.
do you love about homesteading full time?
Not doing traditional work.
It's a pretty cut and dry one, but
I haven't experienced it yet. Because when I finished work, it actually happened really well. Like I've been looking after helping mum and dad because dad's had his knee replacement surgery and it hasn't been a smooth thing for him. So I've been doing a lot of stuff with mum and dad, which I'm really happy to have been able to have the margin to be able to do that.
Yeah, it worked out.
I guess I've given up traditional full-time work, but we're still working. Like the content side of the business, like doing up a contract for a sponsorship deal, like that's time
Takes half a
consuming.
day.
Yeah, So I guess I'm not working 2 jobs and homesteading anymore. I'm just working one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
integrated.
true.
That's more integrated. Yeah, like I'm not working in corporate marketing anymore, which I love. Love the integration of my life more now. I've got more time in the garden. Yeah. And I've got more time to research because remember, like I'm still new to this homestead thing. So somebody said to me today, we had some friends here and I've got this bed of my garden that was supposed to be sugar snap peas, was not sugar snap peas.
I mean, there were 3.
Well, one of the guys on
medicinal.
Patreon said, have you noticed ever that if you plant peas like in groups, you get stronger yields than if you plant one at a time?
Interesting.
That has been proven this year because my snow peas are mega. Like what is going on with my snow peas right now is like
Out of control.
prolific. It's the Odyssey, you know, it's amazing. The sugar snap peas is like, you know, a cheap, bad Z-grade movie compared to my
I see what you're saying. Snow peas are the cinematic masterpiece.
Amazing. The sugar snap peas are like bad because I only had 4 left. So I planted 1, 2, 3, 4 across the bed and they are like this big.
Yeah,
they haven't done well
were
at
they
all.
from your own seeds?
But the nasturtiums have gone everywhere.
Yeah.
And so somebody said to me today, you can make nasturtium jelly or
that's
nasturtium
right.
jam.
Yeah, the
so
guys
I'm
from
like,
Coinda Homestead. Shout out if you're on the chat.
Noel and Regina. And I'm like, how do you do that? So you need time and headspace and bandwidth to be able to go, how do I make nasturtium jam? Turns out you can.
Yeah.
So don't rip it out yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't
All right.
do that. I want to try that.
Yeah.
Mother Hacker asks, hey Regan, what is your opinion on having a computer server for the farm? Just asking because I'm planning farm-wide networking because of no mobile data.
We don't have any mobile data here either.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I understand the question. Do you mean in terms of like connecting and automating things? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Feel free to elaborate a little bit on that. Yeah, I don't, like obviously we use computers, like we're on YouTube, but we just have a couple of laptops.
And we are planning on maybe getting a file server up.
Yeah,
We
but
need
that's more to do with like YouTube versus like our homesteading and stuff. I've been having some really cool conversations with Steve Lauer, who's on the chat right now, about like real techie geeky stuff, like automating things, like how to keep track of. No, but imagine this. Imagine if your garden irrigation system ran out because I have to manually check that tank, right? Imagine if I had a sensor in there that communicated back to the pump because they're...
Me, I am the sensor.
But the more of these systems you kind of build and implement on your homestead, the more of them you've got, like, it's laborious. You've got to take responsibility for. So if I can which I've done, right? In terms of our power, all our power systems are on an app. And so I just dial in and then I get real geeky and I'm like, ooh, I could get AI to build me a dashboard and it could be like this, like I just wake up in the morning and go, there's the level of the tanks, that's the irrigation system coming on, I love all that stuff. Sorry.
I'll walk out with my coffee and check it all by like sight.
Will ya?
No.
Go, Noah. What?
Facebook is down.
Cube asks, so Regan doesn't miss out on questions, what's your favorite Star Trek show and episode?
Oh, come on. Okay. The problem with the Star Trek question is like what if you're into a different Star Trek than I am? All right, so we're gonna risk it here. It's Next Generation, of course.
Always the next generation.
Episode, great question. Flip, I just watched it because has anybody else noticed this now, like, because like TikTok and stuff will like flick you like little clips of movies all the time. You'll just like watch it and go, I think I'll watch that. That literally happened to me this week. Clip came up and I'm like, I think I'll watch the whole Matrix trilogy. Just went and watched the whole Matrix trilogy over the weekend.
Don't do that at the moment. There are some parallels. They're a little
with
bit
AI
terrifying.
and so very favourite episode though, and it Kirsty and myself that I can't remember the name of the episode, but it's the one where Picard ends up in a virtual reality. Oh God,
no.
There's a theme here, isn't there? And he like lives out his entire existence in a virtual reality, and then he wakes up and he gets the flute at the end of the thing. Anyway, if you're a total Star Trek nerd, you know the episode.
Also, I lean across this morning because we decided to have a slow morning because it was cold. So Regan, we're having coffee in bed. Regan's watching TV. I'm reading my book, and I'm like, "What are you watching?"
No, you're like, I know that guy. What are you watching?
Battlestar Galactica.
I am rewatching Battlestar Galactica
Again. Bye-bye to Regan
The
for a
nerd
month.
runs deep here.
Bye-bye to Regan
It's not going
for
to take
a
a month. It's 4 seasons.
Bye-bye to Regan for a week. That's what happens when we go to bed at 8
I'm
o'clock
on
at
this
night.
bender at the moment with like shows that kind of have like this, you know, like AI went wrong kind of.
So what are the movies or shows? iRobot, Terminator,
Well,
Matrix.
The Matrix, not many people know, but the guys that produced The Matrix, the Wachowskis, made 7, I don't know. There's a series of short animated films called The Animatrix. They were big into anime. And 2 of the episodes in The Animatrix are all about the backstory about how Noah's doing
I can't do that.
But they're all about the back
Noah's doing
because you
this.
wonder, right? Like what went wrong? And it's all the backstory about how like the machines started to kind of get consciousness.
Oh, don't watch that now.
Oh,
I did. This is the thing. I watched it, and then it's like the first human machine crime, like the first machine that got like killed or whatever, and then that's when it all started. And it's like, guys, we're kind of on the edge of something similar here. I mean, I'm not saying the robots will develop consciousness, but just think about it.
Oh, you've got a lot of Battlestar Galactica love happening right now.
Yes.
So Pete and Anna,
Yes.
Peter's like, yeah.
It's such a good show. It was just such a good show. Yeah. Sorry. You just can't know.
I can do
You can never
Star
know.
Wars, deep Star Wars lore. I can handle those conversations.
I do like that all our kids
But
are Star Wars
I
fans.
can't
Anyway,
do
we
Star
got way
Trek.
off track here.
I started watching Next Gen.
Did you,
You did?
really? That's a commitment, man. It's 187 episodes.
Gee.
Jeepers.
I needed something to watch. Someone, you don't have to answer this, but someone asked how much do you make from each YouTube video? More importantly, is it worth the effort?
Happy
financially?
to answer this because
Yes.
the answer is a roller coaster.
Welcome to the roller
We
coaster.
were having this conversation with friends today who are like contemplating the YouTube journey
This is going to be our worst YouTube AdSense month ever.
since we started.
Since
yeah.
we started.
It, like quite literally a roller coaster, guys.
Since we got monetized.
So the short answer to how much do you make per video is how long is a piece of string. It honestly depends. Sometimes you'll make a video and there's no real exact science to it. They don't tell you how it
can't
works.
figure out a formula.
So
all.
it definitely depends. If you get more views, you get more ads showed, but also the type of content you make gets like farmed out to advertisers, and advertisers will say, I want my ad to show to this kind of audience who are into these kind of things at this time of the year. Like you honestly can't pick it. There have been times where we've made videos and we're like, holy moly, the advertisers are paying awesome money at the moment. And then literally the next week it's like, oh, where did all the advertisers go? So look, honestly, I don't have an answer for you that will be meaningful to you, but just follow all the creator
What was
gurus.
the premise of the question? Is it
worth it?
worth
Is
it?
it worth the effort financially, excluding the community benefits?
Oh, thank you. Because for us, our main number one why is community.
But let's be really transparent here.
Otherwise, we would be out making crisis content every other day because it pays awesome
for
right
sure.
now.
Yeah, I'll sell my soul. We'll make lots of money on
Sure,
YouTube.
let's go Temu partnership.
Oh God.
No,
If you want to consider doing it as a form of income, you have to think about it like a job, and it becomes really challenging because you are also making you're telling a story or you're sharing a message. And so if you don't want to sell your soul, you have to stay really congruent to who you are.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a hope and a prayer moment that there's enough people that gel with what you have to say.
Definitely always a hope and a prayer moment.
That it will turn into something that could be. So the short answer is you have to treat it like a job. We were really, I guess, lucky in one sense in that we went, you know what? We're never going to do it if we don't just do it. So we just dove in boots and all. I gave up work. Kirsty gave up her full-time job. Kirsty took a part-time job and we lived on one part-time wage for at least that first year.
2 years.
Really, yeah, 2 years before it started making any sort of money that it was like, oh, this could start to look a bit like a wage.
And it's not like we're not rolling in it.
No,
we're still very mindful.
Yeah, watch all the gurus. Watch the guys on vidIQ,
Who would you
on
recommend
Think Media.
if you want to win at YouTube? Because sometimes Regan toys with coaching on YouTube as well because of the nerd thing.
It's only 2 reasons I do, because obviously I'm a teacher and I love that every time I learn something, I want to reteach it. And 2...
Tobias, sorry, you catch all of the YouTube learning. Even if you already know it.
Like everybody who gets good at YouTube studied hours of YouTube. Like you don't get, it's like any skill, right? 10,000 hours. It's going to take you 10,000 hours before. And I literally watched Mr. Beast on Joe Rogan. It was such a fascinating episode, just the latest Joe Rogan episode. And they do a good third of the show. He's talking about this stuff. And he's like, you could be anything. You could be an author. Are you sending tech support for more wine?
Yeah. Continue.
Do we need a second ad break in these things? So I would say
keeping me warm.
Some really great people to listen to in this space. Paddy Galloway.
Yes.
He is the genius behind Red Bull on YouTube at the moment.
Caleb
Ralston used to work for the Hormozis, Alex Hormozi and Layla
I just
Hormozi.
really like him.
Oh,
he's cool.
He's really
cool.
Like just switched on. Then Think Media, the guys at vidIQ. There's a ton of these. Ed Lawrence, like they're just gurus.
Colin and Samir.
Oh yeah. How did I forget Colin and Samir?
Always Colin and
Love
Samir.
Colin and Samir.
But honestly, you just got to study.
How to get sponsors on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is it. They do teach you things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a crazy amount of sci-fi fans in the chat.
Oh no, did we open up a can of worms?
Pete said that his current watch is Silo.
Season 3 just came out.
Silo is
I'm like on the edge of, do I start season 3, because I just don't want to go week to week and be left on a cliffhanger every week. But I did just watch a season 2 recap in preparation for it, and I'm like, man, how good is this show?
There's a lot of V lovers.
I have, V was original V or the one that came out like 10, 15 years ago, because they were both good. I could go down a rabbit hole here.
My nerddom is Harry Potter.
I have
My
Silo,
nerddom is Harry
I have
Potter.
the book. I forget the author's name now. I'm drawing a blank. Thanks, Noah.
Wow.
He just wanted to get in the shot.
Poured an extra large.
So I don't have to refill it.
I need a hot toddy.
Fun
That's
fact,
what I need.
the author of Silo is in the crowd shot when the first person walks outside. So go back and rewatch season 1. I think it's that scene. But the book is really good, but I'm really trying to be self-control here and not read ahead, because, the book is always better.
So Chris Joy says he manages a channel as part of his job. We sit around 400 to 500,000 views a month, and it pays $750 to $2 a week. Well, I'd hope it would pay you more than $2 a week. I was going to say $2,000 a week.
It totally depends,
a week or
guys.
a month?
Here's the thing. If you are a finance channel,
Yes.
you will make somewhere around $30 per 1,000 views. If you are a Minecraft channel, you will make $2 per 1,000 views. And homesteading sits somewhere in the middle there, and sometimes you're down and sometimes you're up.
Sometimes we'll make a video and it'll be like, so CPM, if you want to get into YouTube, CPM is what you want to know. And it'll be like, our CPM is $150, and we'll be like, why is that so big?
It's never been $150, but yeah, that would be amazing.
It's an analogy. And it might be that you touch on, and it's usually our videos that we do, like how to buy land, or how to retire.
If you mention real estate.
If you're talking about real estate or a little bit of, finance or aspirational stuff, advertisers tend to pay a little bit more. But just because that's the truth this month doesn't mean it's going to be the truth next month. So, and this is what we were saying to our friends today, you can't build your life on YouTube AdSense. You will go insane. Unless you're Mr. Beast, and more power to you. But you will go insane trying to, when all of that war stuff broke out in March and we started to make, unbeknownst to us, like videos that hit nearly 200,000 views, that was a great month. And the temptation is do more of that, but you have to keep going back to who you are, who you want your audience to be, what your channel, or it's not even a channel, like what our core community is about.
Yeah, what your story is.
So this month, you do that, and apparently in the winter, people don't watch as much YouTube, which is wild. So we call it the mid-year slump. We've been talking about Tobias about this as well. There's it's harder to get the views in the winter months, but all of a sudden come September, October, bam, it'll be easy again. And it's just, if you chase the views and if you chase those analytics, you'll probably go crazy.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of people start YouTube channels in the couple of years that we've been doing. Oh, this will be our 3rd year of doing it. And I've also watched a lot of people give up on it too. And I think I can really understand why, because if you're trying to do it to make a wage and you're not giving it the 40 plus hours a week, treating it like a job, there will be a break in, how you see it. You kind of feel like it should be doing better, but it honestly is like a job. But then the other part of that, and the more important part for us, is that congruency part. If you end up producing a product, making content, putting a story out there that doesn't rest well in you as a person.
We want to sleep well at night.
If it just you could so easily sell out and make whatever crap content you want and make a lot of money on YouTube. You could make $100,000 business.
Crap.
No, but
it just means it's not.
But you could make stuff that isn't in alignment with. Why are you waving at me?
I said that's what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying for a couple of days after.
Don't
make content. You need it for other people it might be fine, but for us, or it might be your job, but because it's our life.
Yeah.
We want to do it our way.
And the thing is too, if you are super into finance, and so you make finance content.
I really like him right now.
You will
doing good
really
work.
well, really quickly on YouTube if you're good at it.
Somebody wants to know what our viewer rates are outside of Australia. Have we cracked the US?
We're at about 1/8.
Yes.
Yeah, we get about 1/8 of our views from the US, which we don't even acknowledge them. Back in the day, sorry if you're on here from the US, but I used to do all the, every time I would say kilometers, I'd put the thing on the screen and convert it to miles. And I'm like, no,
because
they've made us work it out for so long.
We have had to do the conversions from climate and season.
In the middle of June, it's and then
it's
the temperature,
degrees.
It's 100 degrees. I'm
No,
what
not.
even temperature is that? And what even season are you talking about?
All right, we're nearing the 90-minute mark. How is everybody feeling? Do we keep on going? Because we said at 90 minutes we'll be are we petering out, or are we just settling on in?
Let's get the lightning
another
round
half an hour.
questions in.
Oh,
Have we got a lightning
Well,
round?
we don't have a lightning round.
How do we get a lightning round unless there's 10 questions lined up?
If we can get some more questions from the chat, we could do a little lightning round before we wrap up.
Where to get mason jars from? Aussie Mushroom Supplies. I reckon Amanda probably answered that question though.
Yeah, we need some good questions. When are Dexter's coming?
When we do the fences.
When we do the fences.
Thanks, Kim.
It could be a couple of years, honestly, guys, at this rate. It's next year.
We're about to start working on the fence posts. But we also have to clear because we have to do some bushfire prep as well. So there's lots of
watching all that odd cyclone stuff.
We need to do some bushfire
I'm
prep.
less concerned about rainfall now in terms of watering the garden because we've got a few solution options there. But now I'm starting to think bushfire, and it's gosh, we really are literally in the middle of the bush. It would be just horrible. It would be absolutely horrible.
It would be over quickly.
Have you thought about what our bushfire plan would be? We used to have to put these emergency management plans together when we ran that property.
I think that we need to make a video about that.
We definitely should. I was thinking in terms of the order of priority of who obviously humans come first, but what would you prioritize in terms of like lives on the property?
Humans.
Obviously, so there's that one. That one's nice and easy.
The dogs come with us.
Dogs, yeah. So there's a
how do you
sequence to it,
choose?
right?
Yeah, the
Right?
cats will probably survive.
Yeah, but then I was thinking, imagine the cats, if stuff started going wild, they might take off. So do
They
you
would.
actually have to, it was like before we moved out here, we kept them caged for like a few days.
So there was this wild time in 2019 where the farm that we were on, the rainforest was on fire
Yeah,
in the
it was super
the
dry.
2019-2020 fires.
That drought, yeah.
And there was a full enacted plan. You'd get the cats in when you fed them at night time,
Yep.
and then that's it. You locked them down
Yeah,
in case you thought you had to evacuate.
yeah.
The only other animals we have here are, well, the chickens. You just
See?
let them go. You just let them go.
Would you?
You have to. You don't keep them in a cage. Let them go.
I know, and it's you definitely think about livestock differently to how you think about
Pigs?
pets, right?
But like,
See?
how do you? I don't have a transport for them.
But it's, well,
You let 'em go.
I was starting to think that way. I'm like, do we, like, because I've just converted the camper trailer into a proper trailer, do I make...
we need to think about this.
Do I make it? See, it's interesting, isn't it, the way you think about it? Because
We
it's
don't
not
have a stock
just
transport trailer.
it's not just livestock in terms of, yeah, of course you could let
Of
them go,
horses and cows and stuff. Cut the fences, away they go.
but it's also the investment, and I don't just mean in dollars, but like think of the time investment. This little trio of pigs that now we've got trained, that have like we've grown
Where do you
out to
take
full
them?
size. I know. Tough questions,
We'll
but
make a video about this after we've talked about it.
and then
offline.
Do you know what my other thing was? All of that equipment in the solar shed is like imagine if it all burned to the ground. Like, do I need to design the solar shed so that the whole back wall is like you could lay it down flat on the trailer and just
No, guys, this is why you buy Bluetti.
drive out so you can just throw it in the
Oh dear.
Okay, we got a question?
What happened or is happening to the vineyard? Oh, I shouldn't have asked this one.
It was
we saved 3.
it was a learning experience.
We saved 3.
Yeah.
Dailies have got Shiraz grapes for sale, but you can't get them posted to Queensland.
Oh, where are they based? I
New
thought they
South
were.
Wales.
Are they the one we visited?
And I was like so excited. I was about to get some Shiraz grapes, some Cab Sav grapes, and some Merlot.
Why can't you post it to
30 vines
Queensland?
all in. You cannot.
Is
they
it a
cannot-
biosecurity thing or
Must
is it a
be.
cost thing? Interesting. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is Daly's the one we visited?
Yes.
Where is that? It's
Near
out Casino?
Casino.
Yeah, that's right. That's
It's
not
where
far.
a lot of people get their
That's
beer
not
root
far.
stuff from. That's
Go for a
not-
drive.
Or
Where-
I know somebody in northern New South Wales. But I will not talk about breaking biosecurity laws on...
Oh, another YouTube channel I want to shout out. I'm going to look it up.
Guys, I feel like this is our best live stream ever. You're
No.
getting like the full
I
Regan
don't
and
think it-
Kirsty experience. Regan's going,
I don't think it's a biosecurity thing. Like, I think there's different versions, like things you're allowed to transport over the border and things you're allowed to send. And I don't know. Don't take my advice here.
Karen Robbins asks, where did you get the plastic container from that stores your freezer stash of Mylar bagged seeds?
Kmart.
Nice.
Easy.
Alana
Kmart.
asks, when will we get another family video?
Well, I feel like he's inserting himself in, pouring wines.
We're going to be going to Port. We've got a trip plan, a holiday, not a working holiday, a holiday plan to Port Douglas, and I feel like there's going to be an Alia takeover around there sometime. The fans love the Alia takeover.
They did ask as well, when's the next Alia takeover?
Alia has also been asking when she gets to do another takeover, so
She's
it will
not
be
shy.
it will be then. All right, hang on. Before you ask that question, I want to shout out a channel. So Finya is one of our patrons,
Oh,
and Finya and her
yes.
family are in the Northern Rivers.
Yep.
And they've started this Homesteading YouTube channel. I want
Yep.
all you guys to go and subscribe to
Yes.
it, and it's called Our Viking Saga. So all one word, OUR Viking Saga. And they're just super creative. So go and show them some love and subscribe to their channel,
their
guys.
daughter in particular really is into homesteading.
Yeah, because she was asking me lots of questions and that, and I told her about Chili Donella, and then they
Yes.
connected, and she interviewed
Yes.
Chili for like a school project, and I'm like, that's so cool. So go and check out our Viking Saga. They've got a really cool YouTube channel they've just started.
When is Bali? Probably early next year, Michael.
Lightning round. There's lots
Yes.
of. There's
Okay,
Oh,
let's go, let's go. Yes,
I'm going to
cool.
keep my answers short.
Are you planning to set up permanent electric fences? If so, how would you set them up?
Don't know. not
No,
my
I
section.
would never do electric fence permanently, I don't think. I would only ever use electric fence for like cell grazing.
Sweet. What's next on the list for the pantry? Is there anything you're missing?
Apparently, my AI tells me I'm lacking in tinned fruit and milk powder.
And tortillas.
And I ran out of tortillas tonight.
I'm like,
I know
Kirsty ran out of a food type?
Tinned food or freeze-dried fruit. Tinned fruit or freeze-dried fruit. I'm not sure. Maybe that.
Next.
Sarah asks, why did you decide on YouTube instead of other things like a blog?
Their blog's coming. The books are incoming.
Honestly, it's Mark Valencia's fault. Self-sufficient me. We had some beers, we sat around a fire, and he said, you should be on YouTube, so I blame it all on him.
The YouTube thing was a dream for Regan in particular for years before we started this.
I just saw it as like, I love teaching stuff, and I just saw it as a really great way to just share knowledge. So, yeah.
Pay it forward. Regan always says it's paying it forward.
Well, true. I literally consumed thousands of hours.
And if you think about it, when you want to learn how to do something and you want to teach yourself, what do? You go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Today, how to make nasturtium jelly or jam.
Yeah.
There's a video on
And
YouTube.
if you really want to master a skill, put yourself in the position of having to reteach it to someone else. You will absolutely consume the crap out of any kind of content if you have to reteach it.
Because you will get called out.
If you don't
doing it
know.
wrong.
How many farm cats do you have?
Oh, this is a contentious.
4.
We have 4.
We have 4. We're allowed to have 4.
I know, we are. And the reason is primarily out here, we're in grain country.
Farm
like the
cats.
rodent pressure is pretty big.
Yep.
So,
Hey from NZ, how
Oh.
have you kept up with the homesteading, earning an income, editing YouTube, and staying consistent without burning out?
good question.
I'm not sure yet. Well, we're doing a live stream instead of publishing a video.
Yeah. Stay flexible.
Be real about it.
Yeah. Like we definitely committed to the cadence, like the weekly cadence, from the moment we said we're going to start doing long form video. I'm not sure, we might have missed 1 week, and that was, I think that's been part of like figuring it out, because there's nothing quite like pressure to make you get it right, but you've also just got to manage that pressure so well. It has helped that Kirsty carried us through financially for that first year or so.
Making
don't think we could have
dreams
done
come
it
true,
otherwise.
people. Making dreams
Yeah.
come true.
Question, if starting a homestead from scratch, how much would you set aside in the budget for things like power, solar, generators, etc., and water tanks, septic?
$1 million.
Our water tanks,
We spent $8,000 on water tanks, and that included 2 25,000 litre tanks and all the polypipe that we needed to run about
Everything.
300 metres. I bought tons of polypipe, like just go to town on polypipe. I think
Yeah.
I bought 200 metres worth of 1-inch polypipe.
but we could probably add 2 more tanks and still need more.
Yeah.
And the solar, okay, that answer is different for us now.
It is totally different for us now.
Blue Eddy really has changed the game.
It's changed
for us.
how I see it. If I was doing it now, I would be doing, and this is what I loved about what I got to talk to people about at the Tiny Home
Yes.
Expo. What the Blue Eddy systems have enabled us to do is look at things in a modular way where you can build them as your cash flow allows. When we built our first system, you had to do it all. What did we spend? Like $30,000?
It was probably the most stressful purchase of Regan's entire
That was the
life.
most of our
I
savings
wish that
went
we
to
had
that.
have made videos at that point, because he was beside. You were almost vomiting. You were so like,
It's a
I
lot of
hope
money.
I've done the right thing.
It's a lot of money. And if you
Mm.
get it wrong, and I was so fortunate because when I hit buy now, the guys at the other end from Every Battery, that's who I bought through, and they're nationwide. It was so cool. He just emailed me back. He goes, I think I can see what you're trying to put together. You've just got a few of those fuse sizes wrong and that cable size is not quite right and I can save you some money here. They were amazing. Now, I wouldn't even go down that route. Like, honestly, I would just do it piecemeal. And to give you an example of why, we bought 4 batteries to do our setup and I can't add to them now because they don't make that. We bought 200 amp hour batteries and they don't. It's a 24 volt, 200, I know, but it's a 24 volt, 200 amp hour battery. I can't get them anymore. Like they make 314 amp hour batteries. Like they would just be.
The tech is changing so quickly.
But it's not just the tech. It's like, yeah, now that I could do things in a modular way, I would just not have to even understand that or know why that mismatch doesn't work. Do you want to just go and see what the dogs are barking at?
That's the fox.
It's the fox.
Oh, the fox.
If you can't buy a big property, what would you recommend is a good size hobby farm?
We did a lot on an acre and a half and almost half of that was unusable. Remember that sloping block? Like we were thinking about doing pigs down there.
When?
And on the Gold Coast, that place we rented. Like we grew a lot of food there and we had a couple of goats, had a flock of chickens. Like you were processing, like you were learning a lot about food and like how to process kind of what we were growing. It was early days, but now that I think back to it, I'm like, man, we could have done a lot. Somebody asked me on the Patreon today, like, you know, is 6,000 square meters.
How much is that?
So it's about an acre and a half, enough to do like a decent market garden on. And one of the market gardeners that I followed way back in the day is a Canadian guy by the name of Jean-Martin Fortier. And he had like his first, I know, it's just, I love saying his name. His first market garden was 6,000 square meters. And they did a 200 family CSA, so that's community supported agriculture.
So that's like a subscription box.
Yeah, so they fed 200 families and they did the markets on an acre and a half. Like he was intensely farming all of that stuff, but you can do a lot on an acre and a half.
I think Dad's got another man crush. What's something you really want to learn how to make from scratch?
Cool.
Tortillas.
How long's the list?
Hayes Homestead did make a comment about how you didn't make tortillas. They're so easy.
I would like to see a video of Tobias making tortillas.
We need more cooking content, Hayes Homestead.
Something from scratch. Regan always has an
really
answer
want to make. So Shane shared this on the Patreon today as well, that he's just bought, and it turned up at his place, a broad fork.
Oh, there's some envy going on there, Shane.
I have some serious broad fork envy because I'm all same. And Shane said the same thing. He was like, oh, I've been for years putting off buying one because I just thought I could make that. I'm the same. I'd love to make a broad fork.
From scratch? Like a really good cheese. Like an aged cheese. No, wine. It's wine. It's wine.
Of course it is.
What was I thinking?
What were you thinking?
Wine. I'd like to make wine from scratch.
Did we answer the vineyard question? We did. 3 out of 13 survived.
If I can get some vines, then we're going to be on our way.
2 separate people have asked if you'll be at the Brisbane Tiny Home Expo.
Probably not.
Probably not the Cleveland one. It's too soon.
And there's some people coming to the Gold Coast that we have to go and see, and it's really very annoying. It's the hazes.
I was going to say, you're going to let people in on the,
It's the hazes.
the in-joke.
No, that's a little bit too soon. I think we're going to need to really learn how to pace our trips so that we're still getting things done on the homestead, and we're coming in, like, it's all exciting, but we have to put like what we're building here first, and there's we got to get some shit done before Christmas.
We sure do.
Yes.
People were asking when the next Rustic X Hayes collab will be coming.
Soon.
Well, collab is challenging because we actually have to be in the same place at the same time, but live stream was fun and we should definitely do that again soon.
We're going to see them soon.
Yeah.
Chris Joyce asked, when can we have a winter top bar beehive video?
Ooh.
Interesting.
I actually need to get into my beehive because I want to do a wash and just, I'm putting it off, but I need to know if we've got Varroa. And I talked to some beekeepers on the weekend about how they're managing Varroa mite. I don't think it's here yet. My neighbour checks regularly, but it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do want to look in on them.
We need to make a new beehive, because we want to split our hive this year.
Yeah, yep. We
So
do.
soon. That's a good spring video, Chris.
Yeah, great.
You know, people don't like beehive videos.
Yeah, one of the things we've learned on YouTube.
Yeah, they don't watch them.
I would have thought. I mean,
I would have thought.
but I was into it. Like I watched.
Yeah.
I watched every beekeeping video I could.
I mean, not that we make videos for the views, but, you know, YouTube AdSense is
Oh,
good
but
too.
at the same time, like I'm just learning what content belongs where, you know. So if the members community, if it's something that suits the members community, well then I'll put it there, you know, rather than, yeah. Hey, Noah, that light's about to fall off that table, dude.
Will we see a live stream with Mark?
Yeah, I did see that one. Didn't want to
We were going to catch up when we were over there,
he
but
was away.
the
Yeah.
dates
Yeah, it didn't line up.
didn't line up.
We'll see. That'll be fun.
Sure.
Busted Thong says they're broke. They can only afford half a windmill.
We paid a lot of money for that half a windmill back in the day.
I saw it in an Airbnb once and I was like, I want that. And Regan's like, what?
You saw that windmill at an
Not
Airbnb?
that windmill,
you
but
saw...
a half a windmill as an art piece. And I'm like, I want that. And Regan's like, you're so strange. Because I am strange like that. I'll see something and I'll be like, yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, Pinterest has a lot to answer for.
We're about to start a Rustic Pinterest page too.
Well, what? Just because you've got so much free time.
There's so much stuff that's
You
going
should
on
see
behind
the whiteboard.
the scenes. Whiteboard is crazy from me being here.
Cool. So it seems to me that we're wrapping up. Is that what that means?
That is exactly
cool.
what that
Any
means.
last burning questions?
Yeah, second questions, last call.
Things you'd like to see us make a video about?
Tools down.
Things if you're a member, things you want to see an update about in tomorrow's video.
I do need to do
I need to show you my cabbages.
a Monday members video.
They're amazing. Missy is about to.
She's looking very large.
We're going to have pregnant piglets. No, we're going to have piglets again very soon.
You can get pregnant piglets. So when we first...
Whoa.
When we first
We're not that kind of
started
channel.
farming pigs, we didn't know that a female pig can get pregnant at about 4 months of age. And since their gestation is exactly 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days long, you can have baby pigs having baby pigs, basically. And we went from, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 pigs on that first farm to over 50 pigs within the first 18 months. And that was not our plan. We got really good at selling weaner pigs in that first year. So,
And Anna, I don't think that Peaches is pregnant.
oh, she's got till the end of the
She's
year.
got till the end of the year.
And then it's peaches and cream.
Oh, yummy.
Mate.
That's not a dinner, is it?
Regan's morning coffee making with his latte art. Give us a lesson and we'll send you our attempts. Says the guys who run cafes.
I have the worst latte art.
I promise mine is better.
It's always an
right.
amoeba.
Not that it's a competition, but yeah. It is a
So there's a
competition.
lot of the guys that are talking about wanting to do top bar beehives and wanting like a bee video. So that could be a really good idea.
Yeah.
For
On
the spring.
how to make a hive or how to...
Just a mate. I don't know.
It's been a while since I've kind of done a full, like, why I do top bar and how to get into it.
He really becomes like a Yoda figure when he's talking to his bees. Yes?
I liked your hunting video. Do you get wild pigs or deer on the property? Perhaps we could have some more of these types of videos.
We definitely get wild pig.
It's one of those ones, again, like I know you can put that content on YouTube, but I toyed with it because...
We get 3 strikes, guys.
Yeah, look, there's some great hunting channels though, so I know it can be done. Yes, we do get wild pigs. The neighbour is shooting a lot of feral animals at the moment, including foxes and pigs and other feral... we don't get deer, so they're not around here. That's unfortunate, but we do have some friends on the Patreon who are probably in the chat right
Who are
now
probably in the chat right
who
now.
have deer on their property, and we're definitely planning a little
A
visit.
visit.
Have you seen the
Regan
biggest...
needs to acquire a new tool for that first.
Oh, not before we do that, but yes, it's always good to acquire new tools.
Have you seen
Always.
the biggest little farm? And if so, what did you think of it?
Oh.
Okay, I just have this memory.
Homesteading's so wonderful if you have unlimited money.
I have this memory, and I don't remember the doco all that well. We watched it as soon as it came out.
I follow them on
Did we go
Instagram.
and watch it at the cinema?
No,
I feel like we took our team.
that was
when we were-
2040.
Oh, that was 2040. There was another doco called 2040. We're not time travelers.
That was great.
when I watched The Biggest Little Farm, here's what I was disappointed at. I didn't feel like they credited the people that they learned the lessons from enough. And I understand it now from the content creation side of things. And I would have to watch it again to know for sure. So I don't want to totally badmouth it. But the feeling that I remember when I was watching it was, you made it seem like it was all your idea. And I just didn't like that because I was right in the midst of studying from all of these people like Gabe Brown, like Joel Salatin, like all of these like regenerative practices. And it felt yuck. So I'd have to watch it again now, a few years on.
So obviously Regan and Kirsty have a content filter that, does it feel yuck?
It's just got, does it tick the authenticity box for me? And I just remember when I watched that, I can't remember how long ago that was now.
So maybe for us, it's like, is it real and can real people do it?
And I'm sure, yes, there were lots of things that were in there that I'm like, oh yeah, those are all great ideas. I've seen where the original idea of that came from, whether it was a Joel Salatin or a Josh Ticknell or those guys that were teaching that content. And I just felt like, I don't want to say ripped off, but I just felt like Biggest Little Farm kind of didn't pay homage to where those lessons came from.
Sure.
But I would have to watch it again because it's been a while.
They're great to follow on Instagram. They do a lot of butchering content over there.
Yeah. I could be wrong, guys. Please don't.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
People ask us what homesteading stuff we watch on YouTube now, and it's like,
I used to watch a lot. Now I just make it.
The Aussie guys, we watch everything that they put out and try and be encouraging with what they do. But now it's usually geopolitics, Australian politics, and podcast research.
And outdoors with the Morgans, but only because I've got sawmill envy. But I've got Tobias now. Once he gets that sawmill set up, that'll be...
Trent is on the chat, or his sawmill.
Yeah.
Trent is on the chat. I need to send Trent your number.
Yeah, you do.
Because there's some sawmill things that we can do.
There sure are.
Yes.
Kim Alexander says Noah makes a great coffee.
Oh, okay.
Kim, you would know. Yeah.
Evan Queensland Homestead said, I want to see garden to jar some food preserving videos, please.
Look, as soon as it grows, I'll do it.
And then last question. It's a bit of a boring one. What editing software do you use?
That's not a boring question. That's a great question.
Who asked that question?
That was
Yale. DaVinci.
DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
DaVinci Resolve is free.
I have used them all. When I bought my Mac, it came with Final Cut. I used that. Then we used Premiere because we have an Adobe subscription anyway. And then I moved to DaVinci because...
Don't look at me.
Noah's the Adobe guy. DaVinci's great. I love it.
Yeah, and DaVinci's free. I like the free stuff.
Yeah, I still haven't paid for it. There's some cool things in the paid version, but the free version's awesome.
David Johnson, can you do a video about sequencing crop varieties to extend the harvest season? Yes.
Kirsty's doing all sorts of planning like that in the garden at the moment.
I am at the moment. Yeah. But the seasons are weird.
I know. Where's winter?
I mean, I feel cold.
I'm not mad that there hasn't been a frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, actual last question. What, in your experience or opinion, would make homesteading with small children easier or less stressful?
Take your time.
Yeah.
Take the pressure off.
In some ways, I wish we'd got to do this version of homesteading when our kids were real little, but it was just a different journey for us.
I'm glad I got both.
Yeah.
Noah's glad he got both. I think I'm going to love being a grandparent.
Oh, totally. Yeah. We've got the fun property.
But with your kids, you won't regret that. But if you rush it and you try and... Yeah, and we've done a podcast about this. And it was a bit of a revelation moment for me as a mom who wanted to still be productive, and I didn't realize that raising my children was the most productive thing I could ever do. And being present in that, I wasn't present enough. And it wasn't until my kids were like teenagers that I pulled the pin on my entire life and on their entire lives, and we started homeschooling them, and I felt like I regained that time back.
Yeah, definitely.
What's that?
But I can't ever get that time back.
Yeah.
So let it take what it takes. You'll still get there, I think.
Yeah, just take the pressure off.
Take the pressure off. You'll still get where you need to be, but you'll be really glad that, because it's a blink of, like, it really is.
And anybody that you watch on YouTube that's homesteading with young kids and they make it look amazing is just really, really good at editing. because if you've got kids, you know that's just not possible.
But our friends, they were like, can we have a look in the pantry? And I'm like, it's a mess. Because there's crap everywhere. Because I haven't
Been back home.
been home enough,
Yeah.
long enough to like deal with it. And it was like, it seemed bigger in the videos. I'm like, yeah, that's just clever editing. Like, we try and be real, but, you know, you do push the mess out of the shots a little bit. 'cause,
Absolutely.
you know, nobody shows just, yeah. Be like, let it take the time that it takes. You're doing important work.
What's that statistic? By the time you're 18, you've spent 99% of the time you will with your parents.
Did everybody
Dude.
hear that?
Is that for real?
Yeah,
That's
that's a
really
real
sad.
statistic.
Whoa.
By the time you're 18, you will have spent 99% of the time you'll ever spend with your parents.
Wow.
So
It's a big statistic.
let it take
Yeah,
the
that's
time that
full
it
on.
takes, because you can't get that back. And yeah, our kids love being around and I love them,
Whenever I have a week, I come visit.
but they're not. They shove me away and I'm going to hug them for too long now.
I don't.
I
Okay.
reckon, unless there are any last
Any
burning
last burning questions? We're
That's-
good.
That's a good
Guys,
good 2 hour
you
chat.
are the best. Like, honestly, I feel bolstered.
Yeah.
The world out there is crazy, but
Do it.
we're all doing good work.
Doing this one as a live stream was the right
Yeah,
call.
I really enjoyed tonight. I
Should
hope
we
you
do 'em
guys
more?
did too. No,
How
once,
often do we do them?
once a month.
Oh, we do them once a month.
This is the 3rd month in a row that we've done it, like on the 3rd week of the month.
Yeah.
So it actually was time.
Yeah.
My hair's falling out of my beanie.
It has been awesome hanging out. Yeah. We will-
Come say hi over on the membership page if you want to see behind the scenes tomorrow.
On the end of this video, there's going to be a little see you later card and there will be a link to there. You don't have to be a paid member to
No,
hang out in
you
the
don't.
chats on our membership site.
Some of the chats. You don't get all of the chats.
Yeah, obviously, you know, that's how membership works, but we've tried to make a good balance of it
Yeah.
for free as well. So,
But if you did want to be part of the paid, it's only $5 a month.
and you get tomorrow's vlog.
You do. We'll see you tomorrow for the members video, Wednesday or Thursday for the pod. We'll see you back on Friday for a Buffers Not Bunkers Part 2.
Ooh, we're committing to that video idea.
We are
Locked in.
locked in. We love you guys.
We'll see you next time.